Alright, Open Doors, my new track. Check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube and anywhere else. For this track we made rehearsal sessions already in October 2020, and we've been at the AMP studios, and there's another video about these sessions. And I'm really happy to have Mika on board, an amazing drummer here in Bali, and also Didi, who played the bass here. And they did an amazing job performing this track. And especially shout out to Didi, who had the initial idea to that amazing bass line. The drums and the bass line we recorded at the AMP studios in one good session together with the other songs, Morning Sun and I Will See You Again. Especially with this track, I pretty quickly realized when I was writing the song that this is like working best when I produce it like a grunge rock track. So very big guitars and more or less nothing else but drums, bass and guitars, and the only thing I added was like some backing vocals. So it's a pretty, in terms of the production, a very simple song, and just the way that grunge rock was done, and that's what I wanted.
And if you wake me up at night, it's for the better.
After a couple of sessions, we decided to do the recordings, and we did that at the AMP studio in Denpasar, because they have a really cool live sound, and they have like a great location with two different separate rooms. And together with Gun and Arnaud, we did the recording session. It was recorded live, except the vocals, and yeah, that was a really good process, good session. We only needed 1 or 2 takes for Open Doors. And then the next part was finishing the recording with the vocals. I did that actually in my home recording studio, which took a couple of days to get the lyrics right, to get the vocals right. And then I found a mixing engineer on soundbetter.com, an amazing guy who is in the UK, and he did the mixing on it. And the idea was to be as close as possible to the 90s grunge tracks. I took some ideas, for example, from the production of Nevermind. I watched the video on YouTube on how Butch Vig recorded, for example, Smells Like Teen Spirit, and how he recorded the guitars and how he did the multi-layering, and I kind of took some hints from that to get that intense and big guitar sound. And Matt also did the mastering after the mixing was done, so it was done by one guy, mixing and mastering. I think it was a good option, and we managed to keep that rough grunge sound, and at the same time have enough space for the melodic vocals.